Saints go marching in. When the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 45, Madden, red, yellow. Hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
First down, Packers.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on. Don't look right. Red, 38. Roster, 6. You, yellow. Blue striker. Clawed red. Set, hut.
Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play. A pickup of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Love. They go play action now. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big-time play there for the New Orleans. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about your players? Vitally important. And they've done that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go, Green Jack.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready, drill, 52, red, 38. Right, white. 10.
Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Black down, field, black. Ready?
Here we go on 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Green Bay.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
Ready.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down. Black 40. Blue striker. Red, yellow. Hut.
Throwing. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Packer first down.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ten black. Black blue. Black ultra. Blaster. 6. Hut.
Now Love. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Saints take over.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offense, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Packers 7.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
And now Love going to change things up.
Flash, red. 6, mega, spike, white, 10.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cycle.
Here's Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Yellow. 52 blue. Set.
Love now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Black Ultra. Claude Ray. Here we go. Green Jet.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Saints, 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they go back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Come on. Hit. 70.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nice nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff running for the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 60 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape on past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go, here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best players you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering screen.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, love to throw. That is caught. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
6. Here we go. Here we go. 50. Red. Cycle. Black Ultra. Black shot. Huge. Yellow. Black blue.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 17 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a first and maybe more. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kicker on.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, it's to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Working out of the gun. Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
19-18. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
There's no rest to my shutting down. Work it, bro, get your money out. Only when I got put money down. I'm betting the odds.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 24.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Brian Brzee. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Here we go, back, clear back, black 40. Right. Stand.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Love from the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it breaks up 3rd. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Red, cycle, black, cross, 10. Blue. Blue stripe, real green. Yellow, hut.
Love looking to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return here is stopped at the 30.
handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse. Soon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers. Bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show 'em